All right. Let's make sure everything here looks good on the YouTubes. We're connected. Outstanding. We're ready to go tonight. How's everybody doing? Another week has gone by. Another week in the shop, working on things. So as always, I will kick it off with updates on what I've been working on, where I'm at in progress, and kind of go from there. This week's been really busy work-wise. Worked a lot of late days, so I didn't get a ton done in the shop, except for the Legacy is built. It prints. I'm actually doing live stream here. I think we're going to go ahead and do the, what's it call it? We are going to do, not pressure advance. We're going to do the input shaping. That's what we're going to do. We're going to kick off an input shaper test on there. So I'm actually going to switch over to that printer. But yeah, so it does print. It prints pretty great. I tried, I don't like pressure advance. I don't have it enabled on any of my printers. It just makes the prints look all funky. So I've decided just to not use it. But coming out of the gate, here's why. It's not half bad. Please focus on, why are you not focused on there? Show me. There we go. It's not too bad, even though this webcam just sucks at focusing. Was that me? Yeah, it was me going live. But yeah, I think it came out pretty great. There's a little bit of stringing in here. I think that was from a mix of temperature and retraction. I think I have all that sorted now. I'm not 100% sure though. This is a very, very old filament. I just had a little bit left. I threw it on there just to use that to go ahead and do my testing with. But yeah, I mean, it does work, which is great. So 3D Experiments, how you doing? Well, I guess I did make some other progress. So before we start the input shaper, but yes, it's done. It prints. The extruder went up on Friday. The wiring will go up probably either Wednesday or Friday of this week. And then I'm going to do just a overview video basically of tuning for this. So it'll cover input shaping, measuring. I think I'm going to do that. I'm not 100% sure though. I guess I really haven't decided on that yet. But either way, it is printing. Clicky took me, I guess that is what I did this final week. I lay it off like it didn't do much, but like it took me 4 to 5, maybe even a week nights working on Clicky Probe to get that to work. And multiple issues were with the config that's on the Clicky GitHub are just flat out bad, wrong, don't work at all. I got them from Adam on the Discord, so big shout out to him. He sent me his scripts and some of his files, and that magically just worked. I couldn't figure, I was beating my head like repeatedly off this printer on why it would not work. Both times that I got to a stopping point at this wall I couldn't break through was because of either A, a bad file, or B, a bad script. So thanks to him, it's now working, the docking sequence, all that jazz works. So I'm really excited with that. I do still need to film. Well, I guess that is it. So this week will be, I already have it edited and ready to go, but it's the electronics. Next week will be Clicky Probe. I still need to finish filming the B-roll of like the docking and it doing all the checks and all that kind of stuff. I still need to film that with it, but the core video of how to do this is in there, is filmed and ready to go. What I also has been doing, which is actually what Metroplex is doing right now, is printing Volrun 0 parts. So here they are. The first bit of the first color, so white is the first color. We got for power socket, some of the skirts. A few of the skirts peeled up. I forgot to put glue stick on that far part of the bed, so I do have to reprint some of the different skirts. This little handle, look at this handle. Look how tiny. I cannot really get over still how small this printer is going to be if this is the handle. Like, everything looks different in 3D, and even in your slicer, it doesn't really come out. But whenever you print it and it comes out this small, you're like, ooh, all right, that's a real little printer, hey. But then I got some of the paneling tabs are done, different parts for the tensioners, and all kinds of little things here are done. I have more skirts, and what else do I have? More skirts and some spacers. So these are all the accent parts. And then I have the blue filament that I'm gonna start printing. If this finishes tonight, I think it has like 3.5 hours left. I'm gonna start printing all the blue parts tonight. I am gonna grab some of the V0.2 parts. Not all of them, but some of them. I haven't decided on like the XY joiners, what I'm going to do for that, but I think I'm going to grab the new ones. I'm going to go sensorless homing instead of with a sensor. So yeah, I am going to grab some of the new parts from the V0.2 versus the V0.1. So it can burr quickly. We will see. And hello, Maker. We will definitely see. I mean, look how big the power switch is, like for the power switch housing compared to like anything else. Like it's just such a stark difference. I will be ordering I'm gonna go with a La Potato for the brains of it. I have not decided on I don't know, what was that? Something just fell. I don't know what it was. I didn't check. Are you all right? All right, you're fine. All right, something fell over there. I didn't look in the box here. Oh, what the board is that it's coming with. It didn't come with a Pi because that added like $100 to it. But so it's in this next one. This feels like it's it. I think this is it. I think it's not a Robin. It's a, well, this says a Cheetah 2. That's what it is. All right. So it came with a FiSec Cheetah V2, which I have 0 experience with. X, Y, 2 Z's and E. Yeah, no experience whatsoever with this guy. USB-C connection? Oh, wow. This is definitely different. I don't have a mounting thing for this. So I wonder if they have, I'll have to go onto AliExpress real quick and see if they have a mount for this to be printed, because the V1 does not come with that. At least in its design. I'm glad I looked, because that would have been a bit SOL if I would have printed that part. Lots of parts in here. Lots of parts, lots of parts. But hey, now we know. I need to find that. Put that back down there. So, sorry, we totally got on a tangent here. Sorry about that. That's a FiSec kit. So, FiSec V0 kit. I don't know which website I want. The AliExpress listing for it. And let's see here. Do they give any links? There's a GitHub link. Maybe it's there. 0 STLs. It's called a Cheetah, right? They don't have it at all. Four-door handles, stick. So I'm not seeing it here. Laymanam, what's up? Cheetah 2. So cool that they tell you, okay, it's a Cheetah 2, but they don't give you the mounting. Unless it's the same one, I'm not sure. Smashing the speeder pad? What's a speeder pad? Unless the pinout is the same, I don't know if it is. Oh, FL Sun's answer to Clipper screen. I think I have an FL Sun printer coming eventually. They told me like 2 months ago they were going to send me something and still don't have anything. There's some good information here on how to upload everything to it, but there's no flippin' STL. I actually don't know what it is, honestly. Info. The schematic? I don't want the schematic. I want, oh, here we go. Does not give me spacing. This is what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find the spacing, but it doesn't tell me what it is. Because it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes that are in very odd places. So that's my problem. Oh, wait, go back to that. History, open that up. I'm going to keep that page open because that's going to be useful. Actually should look, how is it mounted in here? Maybe it is the same one. Oh, hey, Tama. Tama Llama. I guess I'll print it and we'll see if it, we'll see if the holes match up. I can always do something later. Doing a trade to get a palette too. All I want for splicing intervals. Hey, it works well for that. I just did another one. Actually, I'm looking at it. So I did all of my old, it's actually this spool right here. You can see that pink there. That was a bunch of Protopasta, their PLA samples that I had from a long time ago. I spliced all those together about 2 months ago, I guess. Haven't used it yet, but used it to make the Soma Cube, all those different colors, and I decided just to put them together, and I can use it for whatever at some point. Yep, I'm just gonna wait to see if that lines up, and if it doesn't line up, then I will do something else. where were we? We need, where to go? Here it is. All right. So for anybody curious on doing this, yeah, let me know, Thomas. I will see what I can help with. Because I kind of just have it set up now. I can just tell it to go. So remembering how that works will be the challenge. So one thing is when you work on something for a little while and then it just starts working, you're like, all right, I'm done with this. And you move on to the next thing. We're going to get rid of pressure advance because you're annoying. So we're just going to disable that, save and restart. And then I have the download somewhere. Let's see, this is what I want here. Delete that. We're going to go with this guy. We're not going to reorient it. And let's go to, okay, that's done. Here we go. So, okay, so we're doing 0.2, top, middle, top and walls, infill and walls is, okay, so 0.2, infill 0, and then we're doing top as 0, bottom we'll just do 3 is fine. 3 is more than enough. Probably get away with 2 for this test. 1 to 2 perimeters, even brother, smooth vase. All right, let's do a vase mode. We'll do this. We'll do 3 with that. Spiral vase, yes. And then 80 to 100 for external perimeters. I think I just cranked everything when I did it last. Yeah, I'm just going to do everything at 100. Just get it going. Hey, Vince, how you doing? Minimum layers at most 3 seconds. That's already off. Do not turn the model. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and send some commands now. So we're going to go and throw that at it. All right, cell to C cell, that's it. And then, yeah, if it's like 2, 3 goes, it's like 100 years, 3D printing history. Yeah, it's, I have to keep going back. I mean, I've done input shaper now on a dozen printers, but heck if I remember how to do that. Pressure advance should be disabled, but we're just gonna do this to make sure that it is. Whoops. Set, okay. And then I don't have it, but again, we're just gonna do it just to make sure. Okay. It doesn't see it, so that's fine. Doesn't know what it is. Okay, enter the command of this. Hey, Adam, into there, hit enter, and print the model. So let's go to here, slice and dice, and fire away, upload and print. And there it is. It's getting there now. Now we just wait. And we'll do all the measuring and stuff later once we get that rolling. Because again, I did do the pressure advance one, and what I thought was good, I might reset it later, but maybe I just went too high on it. I don't know. I don't like it. It's disabled on all my printers. Hey, Aaron, how you doing? Yes, it is very much evening for me. So I guess, has anybody printed this what's it, stealth burner, the hot end on this guy. So I get, when it goes from diagonally left to right, so this way, okay, I get no resonance at all. But when I go right to left this way, so looking down at the printer, the left side of this fan holder rattles. And if I get rid of it, if I squeeze where the hot end fan is, I squeeze that and it goes away. I don't know what's causing that, how to get rid of it. I really don't know. All I know is it's quite annoying. I've got some pieces of electrical tape here. I tried shoving this in and screwing it down to try and get it to change. I might try to put some inside between the fan and the housing there, but it's a really weird thing. And I don't know if anybody has ever had to deal with that. You found a macro to do pressure advanced tuning for a 0.4 nozzle similar to Marlin with thin lines. Oh, very cool, Adam. So Thomas, I have to say, Clipper is a steep learning curve. It definitely was. But the fact that I can go in, Stealth Burn would fix, doesn't have the hinge. So what's this one called? I don't know what this one's called. It has the hinge on it. So yes, it was difficult to learn, but I have to say I learned so much. Afterburner, okay. And it's so easy to make a change versus Marlin. So that's the one thing that I really like about it, is how quickly I can make changes with it. Excuse me. I really need to get this other camera hooked up onto here. I've been recording with it instead of using it as my webcam like I'm supposed to do. Yeah, I love the fact that I can go in and change one thing and then I can be working on something else. We know you like cake, Ryan. And hello. It is really nice to be able to just make those quick changes and then be on your way to the next thing. Like, I don't like how this is going. Change it, done. Not recompiling or figuring out where you had it. Marlin, I started getting so cross-eyed with all the different Marlins that I had. I think it's just probably my print quality is not obviously perfect with that part. So it could just be a bit of that. That the way I had to squeeze that fan in there, because it's a super tight fit. It's friction fit. That fan right there is 100% friction fit. There's no screws holding it in. So that could be some of the weirdness to it. Where are we at? Are we heating up? Yeah, almost heated. The V0 will be enclosed. Piece everything outside the fan housing. Yeah, I think between, so the fan's here and the housing's like this. I think putting it right here between those two right there, I think that will do it. So basically like this to kind of add a little pressure in there. I think that'll do it. Look at that, it's homing. It does the whole clicky thing. I'm so disappointed that the documentation is not up to date on there, or just doesn't work, flat out doesn't work off the Voron Discord. That's or not Discord, GitHub. It is very disappointing, I must say. All right, now it's doing Z-tilt on each side there. It said it was too far. I think I have it a little bit too tight of a tolerance for that, so. No, it wasn't all bad, Adam, but it just, But it's not the legacy, Aaron. It's the clicky. It's the Voron clicky GitHub. The clicky is used by probably thousands of people, and the fact that the files on there are wrong is pretty annoying. There you go. I did it that time. I think I need to change it like 0.05. I have it at 0.01 right now for that. Looks like it needs googly eyes. No, I'm just going to put one googly eye right in the middle and make it a Cyclops. Because that's what it looks like. Now, people did mention I should switch to the stealth burner, but this is, again, I wanted to go with the stock setup on it first. Okay, now it's heating up. The Vorklops. Well, I guess it also depends how fast you print, Adam, because didn't really make this one to be a fast printer, nor do I print fast on really any printer. The Voron, the V0 will be my first, like, get her done quick printer. That bed should have came up. I'm kind of concerned that it didn't come up. I might need to restart this. Normally it comes up a little bit more before it starts to go. I thought it did that first. Maybe not. I don't remember now. Oh, I'm ready, Aaron. I've already prepped myself a bit for that. Definitely have. And if I need help, I'll ask Chloe. She's got little hands. I need to finish this Sculpt Fun video so I can get the live stream set up for the V0. I still have lots more parts to print. I hope to have all the parts printed by next week, is really the goal here. I do one 6-ish hour print at a time. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Comes up at the end. I never remember when the bed comes up. But yeah, I'm hoping in the next week I can get all the parts finished printed. That's my goal. Okay, let me just make sure that this is all... Oh, I think I need to restart it because it didn't reset the settings. Dang it. Just waited all that time. Right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to restart this. But I want to change that one setting. So where's my probe setting for bed leveling? 0.05. Save that. Yep. I need pause, cancel, yes. And I need to restart Clipper. So it takes those settings I just put in there. Pull that off. I do love the Ultra Base. It holds PLA so nicely. All right, so Excel to decel 7,000. And then make sure pressure advance is 0. And then start that. Come on, scroll down. And then print that. Okay, now that should get going. right? Yes. Okay. Oh, what else? But yeah, I'm excited to finally get those parts started. I have no idea how long it's going to take me to build that thing. It takes other people I've seen quite a long time. I've never watched it. I've never watched anybody build a V0 actually, because the videos are so long. And I haven't really figured out how long I'm going to work on it or when I'm going to do the streams. Because if I do it, you know, on the weekday, for me, it'll be midday for everybody in the US. I don't know if many people would come back and watch that or not. I think I have the patience. I mean, I've built how many printers? Building a Micron. Oh, there we go. Okay. I made it from 0.01 to 0.05. So, because I was tired of it having to go back. I do love how fast it's able to do the bed leveling. It's a 5x5. But it only moves like 3 or 4 mil, 3 mil maybe. Okay, so now we're heating up to temperature again, and we're moving along. Once it works, it's honestly not bad. It just, God, it took so long to get working. It makes me so angry, just how long it took to get this actually working. Yeah, once it's working. But the issue with it though is that the macros for it, I mean, they're practically programming code. I don't think so, Ryan. I don't really need a screen on it. I didn't print the enclosure for it either way. But I don't think I'm putting a printer on this. A screen on this one, thank you. Are you printing okay? This printer's making weird noises. What are you doing, Metroplex? It's made a funny noise. Again. I wonder if something's getting loose in it. I don't know. Okay, now we're going. Oh yeah, Thomas. FT5 is now Metroplex. It's clipperized. I put so much time and money into that thing. I decided just to put clipper on it, do some little changes here and there, some little upgrades to it, some more upgrades to it. And yeah, that's what's punching out all of these. All the ABS parts for this came from there. All these ABS parts for the V0 are coming off that printer. It's definitely a good enough printer. It is not a, I mean, we're not going to win any prizes for quality, but I zoom in, but this thing doesn't focus ever. So it's not bad. But again, some of the skirts are done, which is nice. I said 3 of them worked and 3 of them needed reprinted. Totally forgot glue on that side of the bed. But I mean, that's how wide the printer is basically. I mean, that's my hand. It's a little wider now because obviously the feet go on each side. But I mean, I'm almost be able to just grab the whole thing. And these all still need washed because these have still have some glue on them. So I guess while we're here, so I was looking at the, so let's pull this up. Let's move that. I'm also crazy OCD that they built this, when they put this in, they built it like that, and that just drives me crazy. But anyways, so I was looking at some of the parts. So for example, the motor mounts, the AB motor mounts here, they've got two on the side, 3 in the front here for their mounting points. And then this guy only has 1 and then 2 on the side. So so there are some differences. The design of this is the design of this is a little different as well. So I'm thinking about changing out that. Oh, I forgot to export this part. Either way, I might end up printing those instead. I am going to use the new XY joiners here from the V02. They are made for sensorless homing. I'm debating on grabbing the extruder to do that. I have not really decided yet on if I'm going to go that route or not, because on this one, it's the same fans. So I don't know. This one's supposed to be better, so I might go that route for that. And what else is there? The way they have these mounted on here is also different. It's like a spring-loaded deal. And then this just kind of connects to the plate, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really sure how they are doing that. I haven't really checked it out yet. But what else? I think these are different as well between the two. Or they might be the same. Yeah, I think these are the same for it. But there were a couple other things that were different. I think the fronts are different here. These guys are different. The skirt is different. It goes all the way around. And I think it's like completely different. So I've already printed that before I really started looking into this. I don't know what I want to do about that. I really don't. Because that's that way. These are locking. Is there a guide out for this printer yet for the 0.2? Manual. Oh, there is one. Okay. So that's good to know, because I was a little worried that there wasn't going to be any guide or anything like they've done previously, like the Legacy. So I might switch out some of the parts for this. Most of the parts are the same. There's just a few little differences here and there for them. So I just need to figure out what I want to do with that. Because this one also doesn't have the buck that the other one has. So this has the DC to DC converter in it, but the other one doesn't. But this one doesn't have the STL for that built into it. And I also noticed that this one switched the ZN stop is now a max instead of a min. which I thought was interesting because on the V0.1 it's a min end stop, but here it looks like it's a max end stop. So I thought that was a little different as well. They're using a anti-backlash here, which I didn't think it would have backlash on it too much, but it's interesting that they made that change as well. So yeah, I just need to figure out and get those going out. Later, Thomas. Hey, Daniel. All right, let me just check, make sure this guy is adjusting things properly. I can't tell yet. We're still at the first bit. The model doesn't have a backlash nut on it. The V01. Oh, yeah, I guess it does. You're right. I'm sorry. It does. I just missed it. And I am going to go direct drive on both of them. Full travel's like 2 inches. It's not a big burner. But I just thought it was interesting that they moved that to max instead of min. I'm going to keep the min one. I might end up doing just a kind of a mixture of both. Then the one thing I didn't see though is I guess, yeah, that doesn't matter there. Turn those panels off so I can see things. There we go. Old barns don't have manuals. I think that's a dumb homage. Let me just change its acceleration. I mean, I built it because no one else really was building it. That's kind of why I did. Dan, right now I'm going to keep the cheetah board unless there's a reason not to use it, but that's what came in the kit. I don't really see any reason not to use it. Unless there's a problem with it. I bought a kit to use what's in it, so that's kind of the whole point behind it. Less controllable fans, eh? I mean, it has 1, 2, 3, or 4 fans on it. I mean, it has all the, it's got print fan, cooling fan, and a third one that's not used. Right here, there's you can adjust the voltage of them, which is cool. This looks like 3 controllable fans to me. Cheetah V2 pinout. Let's take a look. Up to 3-way PWM fans. That looks like those are controllable to me. Fan 0, fan 1, fan 2. RGB can be used for fan 4. Yeah, so I think that's the difference. This is a Cheetah V2, not a V1. So it has more capabilities than the V1 has. Did it change those settings yet? Oh yeah, acceleration about 2000 now. Okay, great. Man, I've not really had problems with FiSec. I mean, number one, you get what you pay for, but number two, I've really never been bummed out by them, I don't think. I buy a lot of their extrusion stuff. I still have these I need to put away. I have some more of their sensors here that I need to pick up some extras of. Their hot ends haven't treated me wrong. I did have a clogging issue on this guy, and that was, I think it was because I set the pin incorrectly when I was doing clipper, and it made the hot end go full bore, and it didn't stop because I didn't make that set up yet. So I'm pretty sure I cooked that throat that had PTFE in it. So I put a PTFE line throat in there, and it's been fine ever since. Super shady with patents. Who has, are they not something that's patented? Because I thought everybody in 3D printing world was like, no, patents are stupid. Like that's why everybody kind of threw Slice Engineering to the wind, because they were patenting stuff, and then somebody else was patenting something else, so everybody threw them to the wind. They've been patenting open source things. Interesting. I mean, it's also a Chinese patent, which means absolutely nothing to the rest of the world. So there is that. Like, when Chinese clone something, they clone everything. We all know the Chinese don't build anything new. They just clone everything. So, like, every vehicle they've ever made is a clone of someone else's, German, American, anywhere in Europe. So, I don't know. I guess it shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. I buy it because it's cheap. That's why I go after it. And the quality has been fine on everything that I've bought in, so I don't know. I don't know how well Chinese patent law holds up in China, though. I would think not very well, honestly. Bamboo's an exception. I guess Bamboo did make an original printer, so good on them. I've only seen a few videos on it. Didn't really watch much about it yet. I've heard such great things about it, and I've heard such bad things about it. So it's just, I don't know. It's really hard to figure out what to believe anymore with certain things, and I really don't know what to believe about the Bamboo right now. Because I think Thomas said he's like washing his hands of it, and then it's proprietary firmware. People are flipping out about. I personally don't care. I don't think the Bamboo itself does, but with the AMS, the fact that they have a very functional multi-material, multi-color setup that can just kind of click right onto it. You don't have to build it or tune it or anything like that compared like to the Prusa MMU. That does have me interested. I just don't have the money for one. Maybe if anybody starts crazy using affiliate links or something like that, I can buy one, but I highly doubt they'll ever send one to me and I don't think I will ever be able to actually buy one. Yeah, that's a lot of money for a printer. I mean, granted, I've spent more than that on multiple other printers, but spending that on one single thing is just tough. It's a tough sell. Maybe if I sold a bunch of my printers, I could go that route, I guess. And then buy one if I sell a bunch of the ones I've made. Hello, other Shane. Well, we're at what are we at right now for acceleration? We're at 3,000 and we don't have any ghosting yet. That's pretty good. Oh wait, no, there's a little bit. There's a smidge now on this one at 3,000. 4,500 might have one ring. Not too bad, little guy, not too bad. Put together 2.4, very nice. Isn't the P1P the like stripped down one? The one that looks naked? I don't like the look of that one. I'm not gonna lie. It looks janky. Maybe I'll email them, see if they'll send me one with an AMS. Or send me one and I'll buy an AMS. So does it like, does it come with these like crazy side panels? Oh, you can get different things on the back. So a pixel mode, pegboard, armor, or artistry. Oh, are these are the printable things? Or are these injection mold, they send it to you? Oh yeah, download the mod plate. Interesting. Okay, I think I remember somebody saying that you print your own. I like the way the pegboard looks, but I wouldn't actually use it. I've got pegboard. Like, if I had one printer, that might be cool. But this pixel mod plate isn't too bad if it works with Lego. So the only thing that this doesn't have that the other one has is a LiDAR? Is that what you're saying? Ooh, companion cube would be sweet, Aaron. If we go this route, you got to remind me of that. Go to site. Come on, load, load. Come on, internet. Load internet. Or printables, whatever it is. So $700. I mean, I spent that on a Prusa. Oh, must be printables then. Oh my goodness. That looks incredible. Oh my goodness. Oh, that looks incredible. Oh, that looks incredible. Oh my goodness. This gives me so much joy. I'm gonna have to buy it just for that. Oh my goodness. Who made this? Nail 3D prints. What else did you make? Yeah, I just see Uncle Jesse's video here for it. Don't really watch much of his videos anymore. All he does is really resin, and I don't care about resin anymore. I do some resin printing, but like super rare. How did you make, dude? Touchscreen is also missing. I don't need touchscreen. I mean, half my printers don't have screens, so I think that's fine. Well, the LiDAR, I thought the LiDAR was for like it detecting the bed and being able to do that first layer, something like that. I don't know. I'm just seeing what else this guy did here. A lot of cartoony stuff. That's kind of cool. Doesn't work with the textured plate. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, maybe we'll email them, see what they say. I mean, all they can tell me is no. I wonder what, let's look at my AliExpress affiliate. Affiliate login. I make the most of AliExpress. Well, I guess AliExpress just takes the longest, but that's the most that comes in. No, that's not what I want. Excuse me, I want that account. Sign in. Oh, I only want it for that. 145. But we got sitting on AliExpress right now. I actually haven't checked Banggood affiliate in forever. There's probably nothing on there. A whole like 8 cents on Banggood. Yeah, they're still around. But I haven't, yeah, 8 cents. Cool. 8 cents on there. Through sales of my links, Banggood has made $13,666 through my affiliate link usage. That's pretty good for them. Oh, she would absolutely say no. It's another printer, dude. Absolutely say no. But if they send it to me, you know, it's that, what's that audio? They gave it to me. I have to use that excuse. We're getting a little bit of ringing now. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 on this side, and oh, we got a lot more on X. 5 or 6 on X, but here on the front, there's not a whole lot going on yet. I mean, their website still works. I bought a bunch of, yeah, their website's still here. I got a lot of RC stuff from them, was better. When I was starting to get into drones, they definitely had the best prices for things. So that was really why I used them to begin with. Like when I bought my personal stuff from them, at least. Oh, GearBest went away. Let's look. It's still here. I haven't looked at the website forever either. I affiliate through them too. Let's log in. See what happens. You probably did. Let's see. I have $6 sitting on GearBest. And you have to have $100 to withdraw from them. I have not made anything from them since 2019. Oh, people are still using the links. There's still stuff here from, let me just use it August of 22. But nothing there. Yeah, last I took $146 out in 2019. I haven't gotten anything since then. That one's useless. It probably is, honestly. It probably is a better value. Because, I mean, the i3 is such a, I mean, it's tried and true, but with the Core XY and stuff like, is it a Core XY or is it that crazy one like, what's it call it? Is it just a Cartesian cube? Oh, it is Core XY, okay. Oh yeah, I see the motors in the back now, okay. Yeah, Core XY. I mean, so Ryan's closed source is icky. I mean, why? To someone that just wants to buy a printer and have it print. So again, looking at the Bamboo X1 being like that commercial more solution, which is it's a better option than buying a what's it called? What's that one? Ultimaker, which Ultimaker is completely closed source, is it not? To include their firmware? And that's like the default stamp for any commercial one is to buy an Ultimaker. But if Bamboo can break in that space at a third the cost, or not quite a third, less than, I guess around half, because what Ultimakers start around 3,000 or 3,500, something like that. But if you can get a Bamboo X1 for 1,600, it sounds like a better deal to me if I had to buy 10 of them for a corporate solution. $1,500. 1,000. Oh, the X1 is 1,000. The X1 Carbon. What's the difference? Oh, with the AMS, it's 1,400. I understand. Shipped from a Chinese warehouse. Doesn't say what the shipping is to the US. It says everywhere else though. You got the X1 Carbon. Okay. And that one does like higher temperature or something like that? Hardened steel extruder gears and nozzle. I mean, is it worth the $200 for that? How do you even buy one? Oh, there we go. Okay, you have to switch to the US site. I was on the global site. It's $14.50. Free shipping. There we go. Carbon also has glass panels. Interesting. Interesting here. But you can buy it. You can buy the P1P on their website right now. Comes with a kilogram of filament. Interesting. All right, well, this thing is almost done. But does it come with cake? This is 79%. It's got 8 minutes left. And we're seeing some real ringing now, so that's good. So we're definitely going to let that finish up, give me some nice, good measurements to do. But that's probably what I'm going to call it tonight, I think. So I think I'm going to email Bamboo, see if they'll send me a P1P to try out with an AMS. If they'll send me the P1P, maybe I'll buy the AMS then. We'll see what they say. But yeah, so this is running. I've got parts for the V0 printing. And again, hopefully in the next week or two, I finish printing all those parts. It's just, I can start one print at night, wake up in the morning, and then try to start another print before I go to work. Just depends on how much time I have. But so I'll be around tomorrow. Maybe I can do some more. Cake is alive, Ryan. You should know that. There we go, Aaron. Okay, well, that'll be it for tonight. Again, expect another Valorant Legacy video out later this coming week once I just do a thumbnail for it and I can get that posted. But it is edited and ready to go. And then I'll do the final stuff on the clicky probe for this. And maybe I'll talk about tuning and that. I don't know yet. I don't know how I'm going to finish out the series yet. We'll see what happens. So if you guys want to hang out with us, there's a Discord link down below. Pretty much everybody in chat, you guys already know where that is, but anybody else new, check that out. If you want to support the channel, there's some links down below, affiliate links to use at your own discretion. If you use them, some money comes my way and I can buy stuff like this printer and things. So thank you all for hanging out with me. I'll see y'all next time, and happy printing.